How you doing? My name is John Lugresi, and I'm going to share with you 5 events in my life that are very similar to give understanding to how your body responds in a physically traumatic situation or emotionally. I have 5 events in my life that stand out. One really wasn't traumatic. I think that was the last one. Yeah, it wasn't really traumatic. This one was like the shortest traumatic one, and these 2 were related, and it happened later in life. And the first 3 happened when I was under 2, about 4 years old, and about 8 years old. And I'm going to start with the middle one, not because it's suggestive of anything, but it was the most memorable for me, and I've had this memory for about 51 years now. So I'm going to start with that one. A little bit of background about the story so you can understand it. It was in a late July or a early to mid-August day. It was hot, bicycle riding weather. I was 8 years old and very slim Jim, if you would. And my brother next to me, 4 years older, already had a 26-inch 10-speed, which he was very capable of going from our house driveway up the hill, no hands. I was a lot smaller and knew that for me I needed speed, so I would go downhill no hands without any trouble. And this warm August day, I had gone no hands down several hills in the neighborhood, and then in the afternoon I decided to go for another ride, and met up with a neighbor delivering the afternoon paper. So I talked to him, and he was right at the top of a parallel hill to ours that was very steep. So I talked to him for about a minute and said, hey, see you later, I'm going for a ride. Get some speed up, go downhill, start going no hands, and then I looked to my right, and Diane Creven, or Isavoli at the time, was having a party at her house with her family. And as I looked over, at the instant that I sensed my tire hit a rock and the bicycle did a little jerk, my mind and my body separated. I had what's called a Fugue or amnesia or a blackout. My mind separated from my body. My memory just went, reboot the computer kind of thing, just instantly shut down. What my neighbor Cliff had told me is that I went head over tea kettle, head over tea kettle all the way down the hill. And Diane was our lifeguard, so she had some training in the 70s to deal with it. She grabbed a towel, or had somebody grab a towel. She went down at the bottom of the hill, scooped me up, and then carried me up the hill through her driveway to our driveway. And at that moment, years later, I recall that my eyes opened up, saw that I was near my driveway, and then went back into that state. Probably an involuntary reaction, and it intrigued me for a while. And then the next memory that I recall is, I don't know if I was in a chair, but I believe I was sitting on the countertop so my mom could dress my wounds. She was doing that, and then suddenly, after this time transpired, I go freaking out, and he slaps me across the face, and I go, is today Sunday? Did we have spaghetti? And at which point my brother loses it. My brother Bob, that could go uphill on his boy's frame bicycle, would started laughing, and he never let me forget it. Anytime I did anything stupid and we worked together for a while, he'd say, is today Sunday? And he would say, like, you're not being yourself. Joking aside, though, that intrigued me for, decades, as we're on the 5th decade since that happened. And it intrigued me. So when I got to college in Psych 101, I kind of learned that, hey, it was amnesia. And then later I kind of learned in the 2000s, hey, that was a fugue or a blackout, for practical terms. Blackouts and people that are sleeping in cars that have automobile accidents, they are the only ones that come out scot-free of any long-term injury, which is a little factoid that you can research, because they're in such a relaxed and disconnected state that, their bodies are in the ragdoll state. They can take collisions. Like at that instant my rock hit the tire, I couldn't think of that was the best way out. But I know that the Creator put that mechanism inside of us to make that decision for us. So that was the third event.